It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're wrapping up the NBA regular season in style here on 2K Sports. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns, it was a win again, and that was a close call. They pulled it out with the win and just 2 points at that, but it wasn't easy.
And you know, when everyone's working together, taking care of their roles, it just makes the game easier.
Well, they not only had the right strategy, but they were very exact in their execution. And when the coach is calling the right plays, everything just looks seamless.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. John Collins is out there with Durant, and there's JaVale McGee. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. Randolph can't hit. And here's Phoenix. And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
Here's Randolph after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
Kicks it to McGee. 6 to shoot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Zach Randolph. Hey, Brent, the season winding down, and teams are looking at playoff slotting. Have you ever, though, been a part of a team that suffered a late season collapse?
I don't think the teams that I was on, Kevin, and fortunate to be on, that had expectations to go deep into the playoffs or maybe eventually participate in the finals ever had that kind of breakdown. But in Seattle in 2003, a team led by Gary Payton, I know we had an opportunity to get in, to sneak in maybe to the 8th slot. We struggled with inconsistency all year long. I don't know how big the meltdown was, but disappointing for that talented of a team to not have an opportunity to participate in the postseason.
Sure. And finished off by Collins.
Yeah, Kevin knows when he can score, so he waits to make sure that somebody else doesn't have a better shot before he does that. Good play there.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rondo against Collins. Rondo looking around. For 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Better outside when he gets into a rhythm or when he gets his feet set. Rondo's smart at knowing when to fire.
On the wing, LaVine. Pass to McGee. Now here's LaVine. Covered by Brewer. Releases. Durant, no good. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Passes it to Randolph. Now here's Brewer. Guarded by LaVine. McGee with the block. And he gets it back.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And McGee kicks to Dinwiddie. Out left to the wing. Back to Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Over Carter. That's tipped. Outside Rondo. Inside. In the corner, it's Brewer. Left side, Randolph. Shoots over McGee. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
Well, there's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops. And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
Corey Brewer is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Trevor Booker. Then there's Carter. And it's Randolph in at the center position. And for Phoenix, JaVale McGee is out there with John Collins. And it's Durant. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Trevor Booker is out there with Zach Randolph. Then there's Brewer. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Carter in at the small forward. And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
Now here's Durant following the miss by Zach Randolph. They get it back. Durant deciding where to go with it. Over Randolph. Here's McGee. Goes up again, and the layup is up and in.
And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Rondo finds Brewer. A three-pointer, no good. Suns leading by 4. To the middle, and it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Rondo passes to Brewer. And Zach Randolph, the bucket on the assist from Corey Brewer. Randolph's got his first points of the night. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Durant against Carter. Outside Durant, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And now a look at Zach Randolph. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 14th in scoring, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Dinwiddie kicks to LaVine. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Always some very sneaky defenders on the wings in the NBA, and since the All-Star break, no players have been better at setting traps than these small forwards. Look at Brewer, 5th in the NBA, very crafty player.
And this is the set of guys that can do as much or more damage with their defense as they can with their offense. They know how to swoop in for a steal from anywhere on the floor.
Just a great job of anticipation. These guys defend the entire court in transition, in the half-court set. It doesn't matter. They're out there agitating, disrupting, doing everything they can to unsettle an opposing offense.
Zach LaVine, a high riser, the 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
From deep, it's hauled in by the Suns.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Brewer finds Randolph, and he uses the glass on the layup. Randolph's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the pass to Durant. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Durant's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with... Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. Well, for the Suns, Kenny, what did you see from them?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding.
And that does it for our...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. They've got Zach LaVine. Collins is out there with Durant. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Now here's Durant. Vince Carter missing his last shot. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sidelines. It'd be really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot, because now it doesn't have a value of 3. 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a Summer League where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner 3.
Now here is Carter. 5 points in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Durant, the pass to Dinwiddie. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Brent, has there ever been a player who scores more easily with less effort than Kevin Durant?
Well, I know this, Kevin, that Kevin puts in a ton of work to make it look as easily as it does. There's just nobody that can match up with KD. And when he's playing like this, he gets out into the mid-range and starts to hit a few shots. Watching him be on fire for a night is a treat.
Here's Randolph. The Suns getting the bucket. Nice D from LaVine.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Dinwiddie's shot is off.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Good. And it's 7 points for Vince Carter.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. LaVine can't hit.
Yeah, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
And it's Carter missing. Phoenix leading by 10. Here's Durant, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
KD gets down into the block and a little shoulder shimmy and moves away from the defense. No way to get to that shooting window.
Now here's Randolph. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And it's good for 2. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Dinwiddie. Outside, LaVine. Hands it from downtown. LaVine's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Now here's Booker. Hangs in the air, and the layup is good.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
And defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Here's Dinwiddie. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Durant, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this hot, a great chance to extend this lead.
Now here's Rondo. Carter left side. And there it is for him. Carter's got 9.
And no one really crashing down on the backside. A breakdown defensively.
Here's Dinwiddie. He's covered by Rondo. From deep three-point range, and that one released in time, but no good.
Well, a good defender, the wingspan and timing.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns lead by 11.
You got to help the man guarding the basket.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball, bringing it up now for the Phoenix Suns. We've got Booker. Brewer is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Carter. And it's Randolph in at the center, locking down the middle.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Rondo kicks to Carter. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 4 assists in the game. Dinwiddie passes to Levine. To the paint. Here's Collins. And it's Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Carter outside. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a timeout called by Dave Yeager.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dave Yeager was just going over his game plan with his team. He got on him. He said he's got to see more intensity. He said we've put ourselves in this hole, and we've got to work our way out of it. Show me you've got what it takes, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. 5 on the clock. Here's Rondo. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Phoenix leading by 10. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Pass to McGee. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Randolph. Gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Rondo finds Randolph. And the lead is down inside single digits.
Well, embrace the contact while you're shooting. Tough to do, but not for Zach Randolph, given his experience.
Left side Durant. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Durant. Good work defensively by Carter.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
He kicks to Rondo. At the elbow, Randolph. 1:44 left to play in the final quarter. He can't get it to go.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Collins passes to McGee. Carter against Durant. Over Carter. And Durant gets it to go. And the Suns lead by 10.
Having the wherewithal to get that shot off in time, Durant makes those kind of plays look effortless.
Rondo kicks to Randall. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Randolph against McGee. Randolph finds Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Randolph. McGee with the block.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Phoenix.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year. Here's Durant. That's good from 17 feet away.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
Pass to Dinwiddie. Kicks to McGee. The dish to Dinwiddie. Floats one. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. Brown with it. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's